Hey, you know who it is. It's your boy, Shooter the Investor, and I'm checking in for the gang. And gang, I got a hot one for y'all today. And you already know I'm not doing no intro. We're going to jump right into it. This particular play has been up over 450%. That's a 5X in the last couple of months. I personally got into this play. Well, not even me personally. My Discord and I got into this play back in November of last year. And we just been riding this incredible wave. I'm going to present you with the tokenomics, the fundamentals, the technical analysis. I'm going to break down what this play actually is, and then you continue to do your research, but decide if this play is worthy for your watch list or even your portfolio. Because at the end of the day, I'm leading you to the well, but I can't force you to drink, and I won't force you to drink. I want you to do this voluntarily. I just want to give you the facts, the background on this particular play. Okay, I've been talking about what's this particular play. What is the play, Shooter? Render token. Have y'all heard of it? You've been living under a rock the last 2 months. It's been out of here with the AI plays. Render token or the render network has been going crazy, and we're gonna talk about it. Before we do anything, you already know. Let's check out some little. Let's check some boxes, right? Let's check some boxes. Fear and greed index. Right now, we sit about a 61. We've been fluctuating between 60 and 62. It's leaning to the bullish side, but me, I'm neutral. I'm gonna stay neutral. I'm watching the sentiment of the market, so I ain't getting too excited. I'm just watching these candles, see if I can go ahead and throw some money in different plays, only on red days because we don't buy green candles, right? Bet coin market cap, the overall market cap for the cryptocurrency world, 1.1 trillion. Let's go, baby. Hey, we've been sitting at 1 trillion for a hot one. Now we up at 1.1. Hey, I'm excited. I'm salute to everybody out there buying, holding, even with all the SEC news and Binance news. Like, y'all not letting them scare you up out your bag. So salute to y'all. You know this crypto stuff is the future. And, that's my opinion and maybe yours too. We might share the same sentiment. But salute to y'all for holding tight and staying sturdy. You dig? Anyways, I got the render token pulled up on CoinMarketCap. You can type that in. It's super easy. RNDR. That's the ticker symbol on it. Boom. Pull it up. And let's get into the tokenomics, man. Render token sitting at the 90th ranked. 90th rank out of 22,000. Back in November, I would say October, this thing was sitting roughly about 130. It's been making some crazy steam, jumping past the top 100. So salute to the render team, render network, etc. That's major for y'all. Currently trading at $1.88, down 6% today. Like I said, this thing been on a rocket. Trust. You got the official website here. You already know we come to CoinMarketCap to get the official website, but we always verify as well too. We got the community links. If you're not on Twitter and you in crypto, you're doing yourself a disservice. Always be on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We already following the render. This is their official Twitter page. This is what it looks like, just so you can get our ideas, so you don't get scammed into any other types of Twitter pages out there. So I'm gonna close that. Let's look at the tokenomics. So verified blue check and coin market cap circulating supply is about 253 million circulating, and we have a max supplies of 536 million render tokens out there. It's very important. I like plays like this. I like when they got a nice small max supply and circulating supplies. These are little low cap jewels, right? Low cap jewels, low risk, high reward potentially, right? Don't be coming here like, Shooter, you said it's a low risk. You got it. Potential. Has a lot of potential. And if you would have got in this play in November with us, you already up over 450%. No kizzy. Render token. This is built on the ERC20. What is ERC20? That's the Ethereum blockchain. For all my new heads out there, if you ever hear ERC20, we're talking about Ethereum blockchain. That's the smart contract, the blockchain. That's what render is built off, meaning it's not a layer 1, it's a layer 2 because it's sitting on top of a layer building out their project. You dig? Just a little information. Do what you want with it. I want you to make sure you understand the lingo before you get into this space. You're going to be hearing all types of stuff. ERC20, BNG. You're going to hear all types of stuff. BEP20, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know. What is the render token? I got some notes here, so bear with me. I'm going to be reading them, right? Render token is a cryptocurrency token that powers the render network. Render network, native token is render token. Got it? It's a decentralized cloud computing platform. Very important. Like I told you guys, the three biggest areas last year that I was telling you that was going to really do some work: AI, storage, privacy / security. My opinion, I think those three are the hottest use cases going into the next bull run, and you can kind of see some of these sectors already taking flight. And I talked about some previous projects on some other videos, so go check those out too to go get hip. The render network allow developers and businesses to run large-scale applications and workloads on a decentralized networks for computers. They're using the GPU power to redistribute it and allowing us, those who want to register your GPUs on their network, to make a little money, to earn rewards, become node operators using that our GPU processors for. Matter of fact, it's kind of like helium, right? We're using helium. If you're not, when I say we, a lot of us in the Discord, we are mining helium. We are creating IoT, right? Creating these signals for devices to feed off our helium signal. It's the same sense, but just registering your GPU, they're using the computing power and allowing you to receive rewards and render tokens. Keep that in mind. The render token is used to pay for computing resources on a network, as well as incentivize nodes to provide computing power, just like I mentioned. In addition of being used for means of payment and incentives, render tokens also play a role in the governance. Governance, right, allows your users to vote, have a say. It's very important to have a say where the money, where the resources go. Where's the resources going to be allocated? How much money is going to be in the marketing, et cetera, et cetera. The people have a say within this community when you're holding render, right? Some use cases currently use payment for computing. All right, we already talked about the primary use for render token is to pay for the computing resources, our GPUs. Incentivize node operators. You become that when you register your GPU online through their network. Governance, talking about that, I give you voting on proposals related to development and resources and management. And then, of course, you can stake render as well, too. Now, you can centralize stake on different platforms. I'm not too sure off the top of my head who's offering that now, because render is somewhat kind of new and the hype is real. But you can actually stake on their through their wallet and on their website as well. Now, I want to talk about use case in Web 3.0, because we know Web 3.0 is on the way. It can't be stopped. It's happening. It's the new generation of the internet. A lot of these big corporations are already starting to starting to create their groundwork, their blueprint for this. So render is going to play a big part in Web 3.0. Again, I'm going to continue to beat this. I'm going to continue to repeat this. Web 3.0 is bigger than just the metaverse. Blockchain technology, ownership, storage, security and privacy, AI. I will even say security, privacy as one, storage. It's going to be the biggest two sectors. AI is a treat right now. It's hot. We already talked about that a long time ago. Storage, security, and privacy is going to be big. Render is one of them storage companies or projects out here, just like the graph, that's probably going to do good numbers in the bull run once this Web3 starts to kick off. Personal opinion. Let's talk about some use cases with the render network in Web 3.0. Decentralized storage, right? Render can be used to provide decentralized storage solutions for Web 3.0 applications by leveraging the computing power of the network. Developers can create storage solutions that are more secure, reliable than traditional centralized storage solutions. What are these traditional centralized storage? Oracle, Google, AWS, right? I wouldn't be surprised that render will work with one of the big dogs. Why? Because they already got the groundwork. A lot of these big dogs, they don't want to put more money in R&D, research and development, and creating these new solutions. They'd rather find somebody that's already been doing it, that's seasoned in the game, either partner up with them and use what they got going on, or just buy them out totally. Hey, I'm not an oracle, not a genie, but this is how it works. Big fish always eats little fish. It is what it is. It's the world of business. All about acquisition is big, right? So let's keep our eyes out. I'm gonna have my eyes out on that for sure. I said it's not guaranteed, but I wouldn't be surprised. Decentralized computing. The renderer can also provide decentralized computing for Power Web3 applications. We know that already. By leveraging networks computing power, developers can create applications through more powerful, scalable, traditional centralized applications. Number 3, DeFi finance. You already know DeFi finance is going to be that ish in about 20 years. They're going to be able to create solutions from Web3 applications by leveraging the network's computing power as well. More efficient than the traditional centralized financial application, etc. Then interoperability. We already know what interoperability means. They're looking to more improve interoperability. Interoperability, and I said this word like 4 times straight, it's going to be major for Web3 because you're looking at old tech trying to come into new tech, and they're looking to do this with already service products. So if your service product or product has a hard time being adapting or being interoperable, it's going to be rough for you. So a lot of these companies are already building that. Hey, what you guys got going on, we can scale it and make it come together as one. We can mesh it together. So it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Some partnerships before we get into the actual website. They're working with Chainlink. They're working with Super Rare. They're working with the Brave network as well too. Actually, one of the founders is a creator of Brave, the Brave browser, the privacy browser. They're working with Brave, privacy. Anyway, Matic network as well too, and they're working with Viacom as well let me see what they're doing. Simplified user experience interacting with the blockchain applications with Viacom. So yeah. Man, let's get into the website. Check it. All right. This is the official render token site is rendertoken.com. And as you see right on here, rendering the metaverse, distributing GPU rendering on their blockchain. Now understand this. Yes, you see metaverse, right? It's bigger than the metaverse, right? The metaverse is going to require so much power to render for all these video game creators out here. Require so much power just to create these metaverse type games, these VR type games, these AR type tools, etc. So there's going to be probably multiple companies like Render that's going to be providing such services, right? But the thing is that Render is one of a kind right now. So they're going to be distributing the GPU for rendering on the blockchain. Now, again, don't know this for sure, but just based off of tech and how things work, I wouldn't be surprised if Render might mess around and partner up with a big chip company. I'm talking like AMD, NVIDIA, IBM, Qualcomm. Again, big fish eat small fish. If they already got the solutions for Web3 and decentralized technology or blockchain technology, why is NVIDIA going to create a whole big team and create this whole new solutions? They'd rather go out and just say, hey, let's partner up, or hey, I'll buy you out type vibe. You feel me? Be on the lookout for something like that. I don't know if it's officially happened yet, but I wouldn't be surprised, right? So this is, the good, nice website here. Jules Uberbrink is the founder and CEO of Render Network. Definitely watch this video. He talks about the vision, what they're trying to do. One of his quotes here, Render Network creates a much more efficient, powerful, and widely scalable rendering network. Here's a quick breakdown of what I talked about registering your GPUs here. You can get more in depth just coming here and just reading that. And then the problem, right? They talk about the problem, and then they talk about how they're going to solve the problem, right? Biggest thing, network scalability, the sleeping GPU network, which is your idle GPU. So this gives you an opportunity to turn your idle GPU into a mineable GPU where you can earn rewards and fill up your bags that way, right? Better use of GPU power. We know when you're mining GPUs, like back in the day with Ethereum, currently Ethereum Classic, Flex, I mine Flex. Using those GPUs consumes a lot of power. A lot of strain on your light bill, right? Unless you got solar like I do, right? digital rights management, etc. So it kind of talks about how's it work. It has the white paper. Remember, always want to go read your white paper to get a better idea of what's going on. And then the use for render network, media, Web3 media plays like crypto projects like Theta Network, who's working with YouTube and Twitch. They're gonna have a big footprint in it. Audius, the Audius, who is like the iTunes / Spotify in the music industry, they're gonna need big rendering servers, etc. Not saying that they're partnered with Render, but I'm just giving you ideas when it comes to media, industrial or industry companies. AR is big. AR is gonna be big. AR, MR, mixed reality, and VR. I'll give you one company that has patents and trademarks and copyrights within this space. Apple. Don't believe me? Go check out their job listings. Go look up some art. Go look up some articles. Tim Cook is big on AR, VR, and MR. They have the patents and trademarks out there. Again, I'm not saying Render's partner with Apple, but you gotta place the dots. You ever looked at them shows where they got the FBI watchboard and they got the big boss, and they just had the little thread that go to the underboss and the little corner boy and the little hitman and whatnot. Kind of picture like that, right? You want to build out your web, right? You want to look at the big Web3 as the top dog, and you want to see who's building the web. Where could they intertwine? Because when you're investing, you're trying to be first. You're trying to get into a play first. Not necessarily being the first one to put it out there, but you want to get in at an early stage. So you want to kind of connect the dots. Okay, so I know Apple got all these trademarks for AR, VR, mixed R. What is the odds that they can be looking at Render because they already got the network and they can partner up? So I want to pull my little string over to Render, pull my little string over to the graph. You just want to continue to pull your strings over and just see who will be able to partner up with. You know what I'm saying? Here's the founders. Here's the team, etc. Good website. Definitely want to go check that out when you get the opportunity. Let's look at the chart real quick. So I kind of already pre-staged this chart. As you can see, we already have, this is off the daily, weekly. I'm gonna switch this over to the daily. And I put a couple of buy zones, right? I want to see this thing kind of pull back. I'm looking at a double top currently. I got a pullback here about $1.40, $1.26, and $1.13. And then worst case scenario, under $1. So I'm definitely here for that if it gets underneath $1. These are my buy zones, right? I feel more comfortable buying here. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I jumped in back on Thursday on this candle here at the bottom about 169. So I want to kind of see if that pulls back. If we cross over this 128, 125 line, then that's my confirmation for a double top. That's what it's looking like. Why? Because it's overextended already. I know that pullback needs to happen because gravity is a real thing in the price action. So I want to see it pull back and get below these levels. Those are my buying levels. I distribute a certain initial budget or a budget, and I'll say 20%, 20%, 20%, 30%, whatever the case may be. I'll probably do 20% here, another 20 here. That's 40, gives me 60%, and I'll do 30 and 30 here if we trip these trip wires right here, my investment trip wires. So I'm definitely gonna be watching that. Now, when I got into this play, back in November, December time frame, roughly around 40 something cent. Actually, it was like December. And so currently I'm up about 436%. Now, what I want to see from this and the potential of this, right? The all-time high over this project is about $8. Do I think it can reach that all-time high? Absolutely. When does that happen? I'm not sure, but I do know price action does like to retest its all-time highs, and that is something that it could possibly do in the next bull run or even the 2030 bull run. Now, when I don't want to tell y'all is what these YouTubers tell y'all is saying, Render jump into play now is going to $100. No, I'm not saying that at all. Could it do that? Possibility, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you. I'm looking at anywhere between $5 to $8. I think that's a good area for it to actually reach an all-time high for the next bull run. Anything after that is icing on the cake. So that's Render, y'all. Hey, I made this video shorter than normal. Salute to me. If you learned something, drop me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you feel about render. Let me know if you rocking with render or not. And let me know what else you want to hear next on the potential of these next plays in the next bull run. It's your boy, Shooter the Investor. I'm out. Peace. I can't believe I made this under 20 minutes. Let's go.